What is up, guys? Misha here from Beyond the Huddle, and welcome to another video. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be going over our weekly altcoin forecast. I know yesterday Ralphie went over the Bitcoin forecast, so we'll have a recap of what has happened ever since that forecast came out last night. And then we're going to be going over the altcoin forecast, and more specifically, we're going to be taking a look at Ethereum Classic, which is the main altcoin that we've been paying attention to at the moment. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so right now we are looking at Bitcoin, and yesterday Ralphie kind of mentioned to you guys how Bitcoin was within this premium right here. We are sitting at this premium right here, and kind of how at the same time that we're sitting at the premium, we're having the short positioning on the COT right here. As you guys can see, the shorts have been increasing at the same time as the longs, right? So we've been above the zero line, meaning the smart money has been net long, right? They've been net long, but the shorts have been increasing dramatically. And if you guys take a look closer look at the net position, you can see that it's peaked on August 2nd, and ever since it has not been able to make a higher high. So that kind of show you guys how faster the shorts have been rising compared to the long. So basically that was kind of telling us, hey, although we're currently long, we have to pay very close attention to our key levels, because at any moment we could have a massive drop in the market. And I know Rafi also went over the margin positions from Bitfinex and how the shorts could potentially be increasing, and you guys can see what happened ever since that video. We have had a massive drop in the market, and I think Rafi posted on Twitter earlier today how prices had actually hit the equilibrium price point of this weekly supply, and that is where we've seen a high form. And I know from last week when I did the Bitcoin forecast, I did mention this daily supply right here, which did not end up getting hit. We've instead stopped right at the equilibrium price point of the weekly supply. And now that we bounced off of that level, where are we now? Well, we are below our short-term level. We are below the weekly open, and we are also below the monthly open right here. So definitely short-term bearish on Bitcoin at the moment, and we could potentially be targeting some of the levels that I had mentioned last week, which is going to be this area right here, swing low, swing high, price come down into a discount here, or swing low, swing high, price comes down into a bigger discount here near the quarterly open. And this right here, we're near the September open. If we look, the August open. If we look at it right here, this is the opening price of August, the monthly open for August right around here. And then we have this daily demand right here. So somewhere around here or somewhere around here is where we'd expect Bitcoin to come down into. But again, that's going to be dependent on how we react around this monthly open and also this short-term level, which currently we are below both of them, which is why we would expect more downside in the market. So that is what we're looking at for Bitcoin, guys. So with that being said, Bitcoin is currently short-term bearish, so we would expect altcoins to also be short-term bearish. And if we take a look at the altcoins, guys, we will go to total 2, which is the total market cap minus Bitcoin. So you guys can see, exclude BTC. You guys can see that altcoins have also been dying today. We have had about a 14% drop on average on altcoins. And if this is from open to current price, what if we measure from the open down into the low right there? We're looking at a 25% drop on altcoins. So that's a pretty aggressive move right there, guys. So altcoins have been going down as well, and one of these altcoins is Ethereum Classic, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. And we're going to look at Ethereum Classic against Ethereum, because one of the reasons why we've been looking at Ethereum Classic, and that's the main altcoins that we're following right now, is because we expect Ethereum Classic to be outperforming Ethereum, which I kind of went over last week on our weekly altcoin forecast from last week. And I mentioned how if we're thinking that Ethereum is going to reach some of the crazy numbers that people have been talking about, I've heard 5,000, which is not that crazy, 5,000, but I've heard 10,000, I've heard 15,000, 20,000. So even if we fall short of some of these crazy levels, we're still expecting a massive rally on Ethereum. And if Ethereum Classic is going to outperform Ethereum, think about the potential gains that you could have on that specific altcoin. So we'll look at Ethereum Classic against Ethereum, and we'll go to our weekly time frame. So this is the ETC-ETH pair. And you guys can see right here from last week, I had mentioned this weekly demand right here. And at the time, we were around these prices right here. And I was saying that we had to drop down into this weekly demand. And instead, we kind of went up a little bit. And then, boom, we slammed right back down into it today. So definitely, weekly demand has been hit. So now we are at the area. This is kind of the launch pad for Ethereum Classic to start outperforming Ethereum. So what are some of our targets right here on this pair? That's going to tell us about how much we would expect Ethereum Classic to actually outperform Ethereum. So target number one, so from current prices, target number one right here, which is 0.05, we're looking at about 190+%. And then the target number two, which is 0.1, so we're looking at about 480-ish%. So that's by how much we'd expect Ethereum Classic to outperform Ethereum. And again, we are sitting right on the launch pad right here, guys. This weekly demand, that's where we'd expect this market to start turning around. So now this is Ethereum Classic against Ethereum, right? So that does not mean that Ethereum Classic USDT is going to start going higher from this point on, because if the market is short-term bearish, what's going to end up happening with this pair going higher is that Ethereum Classic will drop a lot less than Ethereum itself, right? So that does not necessarily mean that Ethereum Classic is going to be going higher. Now, could it go higher? Yes, absolutely. But that's not what this is telling us. Okay, so if we want to know whether Ethereum Classic is going to be going higher or not, we're going to be taking a look at the Ethereum Classic pair itself. But before that, I want to show you guys Ethereum Classic against BTC, so we can take a look at what this is telling us. So if we look at this one going down into a weekly time frame, there is no weekly demand right here. There's a weekly demand down there around these levels right there. And if we go down into a daily time frame, we don't really see any level right here that would cause any type of support. So based on that, this is telling us that Ethereum Classic might not be outperforming Bitcoin at the moment, but we're expecting it to start outperforming Ethereum. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual Ethereum Classic price in USD. So we'll go to ETC USDT, and we will go into our weekly time frame. You guys will notice that from last week, we had this weekly demand that had been hit, and then price was going higher, and I was talking about prices potentially reaching for this daily supply right here. And as you guys can see, prices have failed to reach that daily supply. We've actually created a double top right here, and we have dropped down. Now, we've dropped down, but we are still above our quarterly open right here. We're definitely below the monthly open and the weekly open. And we have dropped down into what? We have dropped down into this weekly demand right here. And now if we go down into an hourly time frame, you guys can see quick rejection off of the level, and now we're sitting right on the quarterly open. Now, again, could that have been the low on Ethereum Classic? Sure, absolutely, this could have been the low. But as you guys know, the way we do it here at Beyond the Huddle, we're not really interested in getting into alt unless we're already bullish on Bitcoin. Now, that does not mean that Bitcoin has to be rallying aggressively, but even if Bitcoin consolidates, that could allow alts to go higher. But at the moment, if we're expecting short-term bearishness on Bitcoin, we would expect that on altcoins as well. So that is why I am not 100% sure that we're going to see the market reverse off of this level. Could this potentially happen? Yes, absolutely. And if Bitcoin were to invalidate some of our short-term levels, then we'll have to be back bullish on this specific coin right here. But one thing we do know is that right now we should start to expect Ethereum Classic to outperform Ethereum. So let's go back into our weekly time frame right here. Yeah, this is the level right here, the weekly demand right there. And then our target right here would be this daily supply. And then obviously we'd be going for the all-time high after that. Again, if we're expecting it to really outperform Ethereum during a bull market, then again, we'll be crushing this all-time high right here. So from current prices up into that daily supply, we're looking at about a 53% rally. And then up into the all-time high, we're looking at a 211% rally. So that's what I'm seeing on Ethereum Classic, guys. Again, everything is dependent on Bitcoin at the moment. And on Friday, we will get the new COT report that's going to give us a better idea of what the smart money has been doing. Again, we know they've been adding a lot of shorts, but they are still net long, which is why we said that we were long-term bullish, right, based on the net long positioning. But also we were very wary of potentially breaking below our short-term levels, which we did today, which caused us to now be short-term bearish. And again, we're worried of this because their shorts were so high, and also because of the margin account. So again, guys, short-term bearish in the market. We've hit our target on Ethereum Classic against Ethereum, so ETC, ETH, right here. And then right now we're just waiting, guys. We're just sitting on our hands waiting for Bitcoin to give us the next signal, and then we'll be able to pull the trigger. We already know which coin we want to pull the trigger on. Right here it is Ethereum Classic. So yeah guys, hope you guys got some value from this video, and if you guys did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a video. And yeah guys, I hope you guys got value from this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.